Hi, welcome to our online math course for this semester. You are watching the Syllabus Cliff Notes video. Now, a huge disclaimer. This video should not replace you reading the syllabus. There is a ton of information in the syllabus. Think of the syllabus like a legal contract. It has all of that fine print that can catch you off guard if you don't know what you're getting into. So please, 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 we know it's long. Maybe read it before bed, use it to help you sleep. I don't know, but you have to read your full syllabus. However, there are a few things that you need to know that I'm going to highlight that are kind of my Cliff Notes version of your syllabus. Let's first talk about some important dates that you need to know for this class. The class officially begins on August 22nd. The last day that you are allowed to withdraw is August 28th. Now, you're going to want to check your SAS to make sure that there's no hiccups for your class because some classes start later, earlier. So double check SAS, but for most online classes, August 28th is your last day to withdraw and get a full refund. The next date you need to be aware of is Wednesday, September 12th. This is the day that you need to have your appointment to take your midterm exam and your finals scheduled, or you could risk getting locked out of the course. Why do you ask? Are we so crazy about scheduling these? Because once they run out of appointments, you are in trouble. You have two options to take your midterm and your final exam. Remember, they are proctored. You can take them here at the PC Testing Center for free. Yay! Everybody loves free. You're a college student. Or if you want to splurge and spend about $20-ish, you can take it through ProctorU. Note that you should check their website because there is specific equipment that you are required to have on your computer so that they can monitor you. You are not allowed to just take it on at home by yourself. You can also take it at another testing center of your choice. Rio Salado has some. There's private testing centers. Again, they're going to charge you a small fee, but those are options. If you do choose that option, definitely send us a message and we'll get that all squared away. Next important date is the dates that you have to take your midterm. So the midterm this semester is going to be on the 16th through the 18th. Remember, that has to be done at a proctored testing center and you do need an appointment for that. The last date you need to be aware of is the final exam. You can take this starting on Friday, December 7th, all the way until Wednesday, December 12th. Note that, again, you need to have an appointment to take this. It has to be done at a proctored testing center. One last thing about the midterm and final. You do need a 60% on each of those in order to pass the class. This is our department policy for online math courses. So just know that you really need to be putting in the time to make sure that you're going to do well on those exams. One other thing I should mention, if you're looking for where to start, there's going to be a tab in your course that says start here. It might even say start here day one. It's usually up at the very top of your home screen and more. Look for that. That's going to have all your first assignments, all a welcome message from your instructor. It's going to have your syllabus, the long one. So make sure you take a look at that. That's where you're going to start. The next thing I want to talk about is just to point you to another video that we have that gives you some tips and tricks on how to succeed in an online course. You should definitely take a look at that. It gives you ideas like getting ahead and staying ahead, making sure you put the time in. Don't use the videos just to answer the questions. That's not a good way to make sure that you really understand your content and have that for the midterm and final. So take a look at that video. That will give you some tips and tricks. We're going to have a great semester. Please contact your instructor if you have any questions. And here's to a great semester. Cheers.